Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. Over the last few days, we have begun exploring the profound theme of creativity. We have learned that in the heartfulness way, creativity is not about an artistic talent, but about bringing a fresh, vibrant energy to every aspect of our lives. We have also tried to understand that this kind of creativity is a natural expression of a pure and a sincere heart. And tonight, let's explore further that how we can consciously nurture and expand our creativity as a daily practice and an ongoing spiritual journey. We often limit creativity to a few grand visible acts like painting a masterpiece or writing a book. However, a heartful life invites us to expand this definition. Creativity is found in the way we listen to a loved one with complete presence. It could be found in the intuitive way we organize our day to create more peace and in the sincere effort we put into a simple task. It is the newness we bring to every moment. This everyday creativity is a direct result of our inner refinement. And as we meditate and clean, we remove the mental clutter and emotional baggage that can make us feel stuck in a rut. This creates a spaciousness within allowing new ideas and inspired actions to flow effortlessly. Nurturing creativity also requires courage. It takes courage to step away from the old habits and approach a situation with a fresh perspective. It takes courage and vulnerability to express ourselves authentically without the fear of judgment. And in our heartfulness practice, we cultivate this courage every time when we are sitting in meditation, facing our inner complexities without running away. And we allow ourselves to be in a state of surrender, trusting that a divine force will guide us. This courage is essential. It helps us break through the creative blocks created by fear, self doubt, and the need for perfection. It allows us to make our lives a work of art, imperfect, evolving, and completely our own. And finally, creativity also thrives on playfulness. A spiritual life is not meant to be rigid or overly serious. It is meant to be joyful, light, and playful journey as well. When we approach our lives with a sense of joy, we become open to the possibilities we have missed otherwise. This can be as simple as trying a new route on a daily walk, experimenting with a different ingredient in what we do in a daily task, or finding a moment to smile in the middle of a stressful day. Playful Playfulness is also a form of spiritual spontaneity. It is the heart saying that I am open to whatever the universe brings. And this lightness of being is a sign of heart that is at peace and in harmony and is a powerful catalyst for a deeply creative life. Dear sisters and brothers, we request you to also extend a loving invitation to your family and with your near and dear ones to share these BHED sessions as well as heartfulness master classes with them. And now we return to our inspirational reading, which is from the article Imagination by beloved Taji. Love can give us one perception of reality. But what happens to a lover who falls out of love because of a series of events? Do they still perceive their beloved in the same way? No. We are preconditioned by our own expectations. And when delusionment sets in, everything changes. Through imagination, we can be creative and embrace other perspectives because the mind follows imagination. It is a very powerful projective capacity of the human mind that leads to transformation and evolution. It is the basis of aspiration and vision, one of the most important aspects of human consciousness. The other three forms of imagination have a higher, noble purpose. Kalpana is intentional mental creation. For example, a prayerful suggestion that all people are becoming peace loving is an example of Kalpana. We are creating something through the power of thought, something that does not yet exist in the physical dimension. Kalpana helps us to aspire towards a goal or vision and reminds us to work to achieve that goal. Pratibha is the spontaneous visionary insight that comes from expanding consciousness into higher realms of superconsciousness. And bhavana is the ability to call something into existence as a result of yogic contemplation and visioning. In fact, to imagine is one of the distinguishing human qualities, representing new possibilities, allowing us to create a vision for the future. Through imagination, we can be creative and embrace other perspectives because the mind follows imagination. It is a very powerful projective capacity of the human mind that leads to transformation and evolution. It is the basis of aspiration and vision, one of the most important aspects of human consciousness. In its highest form, it is visionary and inspiring. This visionary quality of imagination has been described by philosophers of all cultures for thousands of years and is encapsulated by Einstein in his statement. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. I repeat, imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Yet, this sort of imagination is very far from the ordinary imaginary static or noise in our field of consciousness that we know as Vikalpa. Dear sisters and brothers, let us take the pause from the reading and prepare ourselves to offer the universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. May this universal care and the unity of hearts create a wave of harmony across the world. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare to rest tonight, take a few moments to offer the bedtime prayer and the reflections of the day. Think back on your day and also consider how you expressed your creativity. Ask yourself, when did I show the courage today by trying something new? Was there a moment when I approached a situation with a creative sense? And how can I create more space in my life for the inspiration to flow? Offer these reflections and look for the guidance to live a life that is a beautiful and creative expression of our inner truth. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for your presence here tonight and for your dedicated participation. And we look forward to continuing our exploration of creativity tomorrow in the morning session at 6 a.m. Until then, wishing you all a very good night.